Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rayge, and we are back today with another video here on the weekly reset that's happening today. In today's video, we're going to be going over all the upcoming changes and updates to come, in addition to some key events that are also going live this week. As per usual, if you want to stay up to date with Marvel Strike Force content, crush these events completely free to play just like myself. Please make sure you follow along, hit that like button, and give the channel a sub for future videos just like this. So, first and foremost, guys, let's get into the nitty-gritty here of what's happening over the weekend, as well as what's going to be resetting and turning over and to prepare for. If you guys check the milestones right now, just as a quick reminder before we get started, there's a couple of things you want to be paying attention to, right? Remember that this old enemies milestone is wrapping up soon in a day. If you guys didn't catch the weekend videos, this was all the jazz and hype, which is the fact that the Pocket Dimension Shared Dimension event is repeatable. That is how we've been able to amass a lot of points on this. As you can see, I still have one more shot to do this when it resets today, and yes, that means if you guys were on it from day one and you were able to do this every single day, most of us should be able to land the milestone 19, which is pretty massive because you get these juicy mini uniques. You get 10 orbs here of the T3 ISO 8, 6 million gold, as well as even diamond fragments. So it was cool because this was an achievable whale stone or spending stone for a lot of folks if you were able to stay on top of doing the pocket dimensions as soon as possible, as soon as it released. It's really cool to see that huge win for the free-to-play community. I also want to point out, guys, remember over the weekend, we always have this 2.5 day weekend warrior event. So make sure you guys are taking advantage of this, right? This one has been accumulating and getting better and better. Very similar to what we saw with the Merch for Money Blitz event, which was, as you unlock characters like Gladiator, Gore, and Thanos being utilized in Arena, you would be accumulating more points. But just remember, go through the scoring. Make sure you guys are doing all this, right? Because remember that even if you use Silver Surfer and Ultimus, that's an easy 4,000 points right there. As you can see, I still have 1,500 left in the arena battle, but it doesn't matter. It's not going to change things for me in the grand scheme here for points. Otherwise, if you have any other characters beyond 5 stars, especially the Annihilator characters, they're going to give you an extra boost. So that's where I've been able to get some bonuses. I had a Gladiator 5 stars, but no luck with Gore and then Game Thanos. The nice thing about this mini milestone was that it actually still gave you some of these other, Gore Annihilator or fragments. So I have a feeling they're rotating this a couple times, and then Thanos is going to be the next one. But I mean, like I said before, these orbs aren't great, but there's always still that chance to get a shard or two. And overall, those shards are going to build up overall, as you can see, right? Gladiator's Expedition, we're at 250k points. Thanos Crusade being the new one, we're at 192. And then as well, Gore being 264. So it's all kind of accumulating that way as well, and heading in the right direction for sure. So that's basically what's going to be turning over right now, guys. Something to be mindful of. I made a video event actually on this yesterday, but Gladiator's free-to-play event, his event is actually coming tomorrow. So make sure you guys, if you haven't already, you can see on screen, I've hoarded ISO 8 campaign energy, getting ready for that as well. I believe there's a Cosmic Crucible components, you have to make sure you pay attention to that. And then you as well, if you have Annihilator characters battling in Blitz, is going to give you a couple bonus points there. So make sure you pay attention to that. There's essentially 100 shards of Gladiator that can go around if you do it right. And the good news is that you don't actually need to be spending a lot of cores. If you hoard it, you'll probably be spending less than 200 cores per day. It's a very, very easy event. So it's just a huge opportunity. And a lot of us were vocalizing how there wasn't going to be a free-to-play event. Well, this is for Gladiator, so make sure you guys are paying attention to that. I also want to point out too, sorry I missed this, but even before tomorrow, right, remember that the daily objectives here do reset. So that's why you see on screen, I have not claimed any of this, because you can see on the bottom right there, Strike Pass Season 3, 7 hours, 52 minutes, time recording. It's going to reset, and it is going to be turning over here to actually Hank Pym being the next featured character here. So there's some more opportunities for Hank Pym in the Strike Pass. And remember, we need these characters as part of Illuminati being the next legendary unlock here. Both Annihilators and Illuminati being required. So make sure you guys are paying attention to that. It gives you a nice head start. We usually take advantage of this, and if there's a hoarding event of some sort in between, you're able to still maximize everything. So that's what we saw anyways. That worked out for us. Otherwise, there's also going to be a Ronin Blitz event that's coming up in the Blitz event. So nothing crazy there, but just some shards of Ronin if you guys haven't maxed them out already. And, okay, it was showing on screen earlier, but let me show you guys here. Another big one for tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that the first Orcus Tech member is coming to the game, being the newest member here, Sentinel. So we're going to be breaking down his unlock tomorrow, as well as his character preview, T4s, and abilities. To be honest, I don't know if I'm actually going to be using Power Cores for him. I've been doing it with the Annihilator characters because they help me retain the arena status update, but I mean the arena status in terms of rankings. But as you can see, I'm on that 9K now, and even before all this started, I was around like 20,000 plus. So I do feel like I'm probably gonna start hoarding again, if I'm being honest. Maybe I'll do a hybrid strategy where I can open some orbs so that way it makes his unlock quicker. But it remains to be seen how future unlocks are going to be now, because it seems like most of these free-to-play events are pushed out a month, similar to Hank Pym, similar to how Gladiators are finally coming out this week. And remember, he was released in the first week of August, so there's a huge delay in that. Just something to be mindful of there. But remember, guys, there's also going to be a web milestone component tied back to tomorrow's event. So the web milestone component is super easy. It's really just the spending of radioactive treats. So it's going through the store and making sure that you guys are using the actual credits here to actually purchase crystals. You'll get enough from the milestone event that's happening tomorrow anyway, so don't worry about that. Don't worry about hoarding it, because you'll earn enough in the milestone in the event itself that you're going to be able to take advantage of that. No problems, no issues whatsoever. So we covered Shattered Dimension, we covered the arenas, upcoming event for tomorrow. The last thing I would say that's a meaning is be on the lookout here for the new Spotlight Raid Orb. So this was announced in the blog post as well, but Panapool is actually coming. Panapool is coming to the Raid store and the Raid Orb. Okay, so be on the lookout for that. Dawkin is actually heading over to the Arena store. We have Spider-Man Pav actually moving over to Blitz. So make sure you guys are focusing the Blitz store now, because previously Pav was only available here, as you can see, in the Spotlight Raid Orb. So I do like how they pivot quite a bit. And now with these changes here, the Spotlight Raid Orb is now going to feature Penny Parker, Spider-Man Pav, Peter B, who's a big one, because right now Peter B is only available in the arena. We also have Leader and Iron Patriot also getting moved over. So I do like that focus, because they're taking away some of the Crucible characters that are mixed up in there, and they're actually shoving it in the Spotlight Raid Orb, which does help for farmability. And like I said before, I think Arena is the only one that you can actually directly purchase Peter B. So if you guys don't want to be using your Arena credits here, like I usually typically just store up my training modules. That's what I've been doing it for. But if you wait some time, it does rotate over. So that's also why I hoard these Spotlight Raid Orbs, because this is going to be very meaningful as well. So there you guys have it. That in a nutshell is everything happening this week, right? We have new characters, new events coming starting next week. Things wrapping up this week. Hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully it helps you guys set up for a game plan today. And don't forget, don't claim these until reset today, just because that way you can get a head start. As per usual, let me know if I missed anything. I appreciate hearing back from you guys. Thank you for your time as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.